Same, dude.
I hate this trial. This trial is the worst, dude. Absolute terrible. Drive timings for this week actually do matter. Once again, he is rotating around the arena, and lucky us, we have to wait a long time. I found that potioning up at 36 seconds on the airship timer worked best, but I found that if there was like lag on the loading screen, this would change. Ideally, you're looking to like land at his side, and I found that this timing was the most consistent.
For my runs, I've been actually potting up between 38 to 41 because his rotation hasn't been consistent. So I kind of have to figure out which one works. Sometimes he's further forward, sometimes he's too far back, depending on what time I pot up. But I found around 38 to 41, just kind of playing with that. Normally I do it like right in the middle, like 39, 40, and I try jumping in around 35, 34. And he's generally like right there in front of me when I jump in.
Moving on to builds. The build that we were both running is 6 Berserker, 6 Callous, 6 Cunning, 6 Overpower, 6 Rage, and 3 Discipline. This is with the Rezakiri Strikers and Tragic Echo. And this ended up being actually the build I preferred. It has all the damage you need. It's got the Berserker, it's got the Overpower, it's got the Rage. He doesn't enrage early enough in this fight, so it's completely worthless if you're going for a top run. Callous, of course, is fantastic. So it's really got everything you need. And then with the Tragic Echo, you're just looking to die, and you're looking to get big, beefy crits with this build.
Oh yeah, seeing over 9Ks.
Oh yeah, easily. The downside of a Tragic Echo build is always the timing of the Tragic Echo is extremely difficult, and this fight is no different.
Absolutely. And like this week is big crits, so I've been dying like really early where crits could have possibly got the run done, but at the same time, when you don't get it.
The other build I was testing out was 6 Callous, 6 Cunning, 6 Discipline, 6 Overpower, 6 Predator, 3 Berserker, and 3 Rage. This is again with the Rezakiri Strikers, but no Tragic Echo. So this build is looking to do flawless with the Predator. I also took out one of the +3 Rages, and I bumped the Discipline up to +6 just for a little bit of extra crit chance. With all the crit damage that you get from crit pot as well as Cunning, I felt like it was actually worth it. This build I actually really liked. This build is actually almost harder to perform on though than the Tragic Echo build because you have to play flawlessly.
Oh, for sure. That's why I went Echo. I kept losing Pred. I did like 10 runs and I lost Pred early every time, and I was like, I'm gonna try something else. If you can actually dodge his attacks and get the breaks, the Pred build will be more consistent, mainly because Echo, you don't always get that right time to die.
Lanterns for the week. I used every single lantern. I tried them all. I liked every single one of them actually. Without Aether Drive Tonic, Pangara Lantern is not as attractive as it usually is. I personally really liked Drask. I felt like it allowed for much better damage states. So I definitely highly recommend it.
For sure. I just stuck with the Pangar. That's what I've been using, and even without the Aether Drive, it's a nice amount of health damage that he's in for like the whole time.
And that leads perfectly into our potions. The potions this week, I think, is any one of the 4 boys. Blitz, Frenzy, Aether Drive. Those are your 3 choices, and then the last slot has to be Crit Tonic.
100%.
That tonic is broken OP with our power levels.
And I agree.
I think you can literally choose whatever 3 of those regular 3 potions, the Aether Drive, Blitz, or Frenzy, just as long as you have the crit tonic in the last slot, you know?
Oh, for sure. You're not getting a board time without it.
Yeah, exactly. And then mods, I am a big fan of Echo Brace Driver with the new crit meta. The fact that these behemoths are dying so quickly, even in solos, so I think Echo is actually worth it this week.
Yeah, so I've been running Cyclonic just because I like it. If you get 2 breaks in a 42, 43 second run, it's up for the whole run. I think it could go either way.
Either way, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but you know, it's just something to think about. Viable weapons for the week. I think actually every single weapon is viable for sub 3 this week, especially with our ridiculous power levels. I can't think of a single weapon that couldn't get a sub 3.
Yeah, some won't be as fast, but definitely all of them are capable of doing it.
So I'm actually just going down the list and talk about top 100. So Aether Strikers is definitely top 100 viable. Probably one of the best weapons to go for it. Definitely always super good, and the crit meta definitely does not change that. Hammer, I also think is top 100 viable. One of the things that you're looking for to get a good hammer run is keeping the behemoth down on the ground so you can just Ooga Booga Aether Slam into its face. And Drask does not like that. He wants to be up and moving around and attacking you very quickly. And then the other mark against Hammer this week is that Rezakiri Hammer has a mobility slot, which is awful.
Absolutely horrendous.
Because of those two marks, I would say Hammer is top 100 viable, but definitely you're better off with like Aether Strikers. Sword is very, very good this week. Like the opposite of Hammer, Sword actually wants the behemoth up and thrashing about and attacking so that you can get the counterattacks in. And with his attack speed, you actually get such good timings in for your counterattacks. So yeah, definitely top 100 viable Sword is this week. And I would say the exact same about Chainblades. Chainblades has the exact same benefit out of fights. It doesn't necessarily want, but it thrives in chaotic fights, which this is definitely a chaotic fight. Chainblade doesn't care what the behemoth does. As long as the behemoth is up and being a pain for other weapons, Chainblade is just living its life, not a care in the world. You know, just strolling about, slamming down on the ground with its Chainblades, you know? So when the fight is bad for other weapons, it's good for Chainblades.
For sure.
Pike, axe, and repeaters, not top 100 viable.
Yeah, agreed. They're just too slow.
Yeah, they don't do enough damage. They don't benefit anything from this fight. Nothing's working their way this fight. You're better off playing any of the other 4 weapons. The one exception to this rule, I believe, is Pike for groups. Pike, I think, is still very necessary for a top board time for groups.
And people have tried axe this week as well, and you could get a solid time with 1 axe in the group.
Yeah, mistakes in your run or improvements you're looking to make. There's just so much I wanted to improve. The biggest thing being just more crits and more double hits, dude.
And there's not much you could do about that.
Yeah, my slot machine was broke this week. I don't know what to tell you guys, okay?
I made up for my mistakes by taking off pred.
To at least call out one thing from my run, I really should have died much sooner on my run. Tragic Echo got almost no benefit on my run. Had I died like 10 seconds sooner, I would have very easily gotten a sub 40.
My part focus so seems pretty spread because he either eats one of the breaks or he's not down long enough or he lands on the opposite side leg of what I've been priming. The part focus is not on that one like leg that I'm priming on a stagger.
Right. Yeah. Strategy inside the arena. But I think the strategy this week is actually pretty straightforward. With it being actually a pretty fluid fight, you know, there's not like any interrupts to get or anything like that. It's not fully set out, but it is, with the fight being so quickly, it is pretty much all accounted for, I would say. So the fight's going to start off with you landing. And as we talked about in the drop timing, ideally you should be at the side of him. And my aim was to get up 3 mantras before he did a single tail swipe. And then you just go straight into your damage combos, you know, get up your buffs, start clapping away. He should get staggered after the tail swipe, probably like 1-2 attacks after. Like if you can deal with like 1 or 2 attacks after the tail swipe, you should go straight into stagger.
Yeah, for sure. The first tail swipe, and you actually get the dodge animation for it. You don't have to dodge the second one.
It's the same attack. When he swings his tail one way and then swings it back the other way, it's the exact same attack. And with how iframes work, if you dodge through the one part of the attack, you don't have to dodge the rest of the part of the attack.
For sure. It gets you to that clap before he even turns and looks at you for or after the second tail swipe.
Once he's down on the ground for the stagger, it's, you know, business as usual. Just go through your damage combos and do as much damage. You're looking to break his leg and his head. So you want to try to split the damage between them enough that when he's standing up from his stagger that he goes straight into one of the part breaks and then directly into the other one after that first one's down. If you are running the Tragic Echo build, you're looking to die on this stagger, preferably to his orbs. If you are not, you are obviously looking to not die and not get hit by anything. Other than that, that's really the only thing that differs between those two strategies. And obviously the fight should end very shortly after the second part break, ideally. Top 100 times of the week. Right now, top 1 spot is Kishima with a 32 second. I think this run can actually be beat. And I actually expect it to be beat. With how much RNG is in the fight, I think it's possible to get a sub 30. I don't know if someone will get a sub 30, but I am expecting like a 31 second by the end of the week.
I 100% agree it's possible for a sub 30. I don't think people are like, it seems like a lot of people aren't really pushing because of how RNG it is, but I'm gonna guess maybe like 28, 29, because I've seen potentially like lower than 30. It's just you need those crits, and if you're running Echo, you need to die at the right time.
Top 5 right now is 33 seconds. Possibly see it being pushed down to 32.
Right. Yeah. I was thinking for top 5, 31 to 32 probably, because it's a big grind for that run.
Top 100 right now is 46 seconds. I want to say the times will probably end at 40. I don't think it'll be below 40.
Honestly, I was going to say 40 as well, because, I mean, there's a lot of times between 40 and 46 that are top 100. There's like 60 of the times.
Groups right now, top time is 11 seconds. This is definitely going to get pushed.
I'm going to take a guess and say around 7-8 seconds.
Ooh, okay. That was actually the number that was popping up in my head. I'll just agree with you, and I think like a 7-8 second run will probably be the top time. Top 5 right now is 13 seconds. I think under 10 seconds.
I'm thinking the same. For top 5, under 10 is possible.
Heck it, dude. We go full send here.
Heck it, we do. That's all we do here.
Top 5 under 10 seconds. And then top 100 right now is at 41 seconds. I'm kind of leaning towards like 25-ish seconds.
Honestly, like based off the couple runs that I've done and just seeing some of like where times are right now, I want to say 25 as well.
I don't think they're going to go below 25 seconds.
Yeah, I could see 25.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below in case we miss anything. Good luck this week at the casino. Hope you guys win big. If you guys like the content, think about subscribing. Appreciate all the love and support you guys always give me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week.